Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Desire here. Before the video gets started, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure that you subscribe and comment down below and all that jazz. Okay, so today is another story time. This is the story of how I'm married now. So my ex-boyfriend at the time basically expected me to sit at the back when a random woman that I did not know was sitting at the front. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning of the story. This goes back to the time where I went to Nigeria to work. I'm not Nigerian, but I was found on LinkedIn by a company, Polo, and basically I was recruited to work in Nigeria. So I went there, I was working and all of that. And whilst I was there, I used to come back home to Ghana quite a lot, like every weekend, that sort of thing, provided the ticket fares were reasonable, because for a 45-minute journey, the tickets could be quite extortionate. But anyways, that's another story entirely. So one time I was on my way to Ghana and I sat next to this young man. What should we call him? I want to say, let's call him Harry. Okay. So I sat next to this man, and it was a 45-minute journey, very quick. Although it seems quick in minutes, like it was quite long actually, when you were on that flight. So anyways, I was sitting next to him and we struck up a conversation with each other, like maybe, I want to say maybe like 20 minutes till we landed. And he was like, he introduced himself, told me what he did, and he was Nigerian, but he was living in Ghana at the time. So I was like, okay, that's fine, nice to meet you, all that jazz. And he offered to basically drop me home. Now he lived in Accra, but I lived in Tema at the time. My mom has a house in Tema, which is basically like the outskirts of the capital of Ghana. So I was like, no, it's okay. I'll just get a taxi home, because every time I went home when I was working in Nigeria, I only had a hand luggage with me. So it wasn't anything. I can just get a taxi home. Yeah, so from then on, we kept in touch. And one thing led to another, and we started to basically date each other. Now everything was going fine, everything was going well, and I remember this particular time I came back home to London, and I went back to, so I was on my way back to Ghana. And because we were dating each other or whatever, I told him, this is the day that I'm coming to Ghana, and when I'm gonna land. And he was like, oh cool babe, I'll pick you up. So he picked me up from the airport, met me at the arrivals, whatever, and we walked to the car. Mind you, he did not tell me that he had somebody in his car, or he was with somebody. Nothing. Like, I'm thinking, oh, my boyfriend at the time is picking me up, and we're probably gonna have dinner before he drops me off, because I wasn't interested in staying with anybody or whatever. I was celibate at the time. So anyway, so he picks me up and takes my bags, whatever, the trolley, and we're just chatting, catching up. How was your trip to London? How's the family? All this, all that. So we get to the car now, and he had a Land Rover. I'm not really good with cars, so I don't really know I don't know which model it was, but I know it was a Land Rover. It was an army green one. So we get to the car now. He puts my stuff at the back, and I basically, my fast self, I go to open the front seat. Why am I seeing a girl at the front? And this girl did not even flinch. Like, she wasn't even trying to even get up to even, like, oh, sorry, do you want to come and sit at the front? Like, what any woman will do or should do. So I opened the door, and I was like, hi. Like, obviously, like, I'm shocked, innit? So I'm like, hi. And she's like, oh, hi. All the while, she's got her seatbelt strapped on. She's not even trying to even like take off the seatbelt or nothing. So I'm like there, like, hi. She's like, hi. Like, I'm thinking, bitch, are you gonna move? Like, she's not even trying to move. But the thing that even pissed me off the more is, why is my boyfriend like just going to sit down and start the car without even asking this bitch to like move? I was literally like these times they're both sat in the car, strapped on like seat belts and everything, and I'm stood outside like, bitch, are you gonna move? Like, this girl is not even trying to move or nothing. So obviously, like, after like, you know, a couple of, I don't want to say minutes, because minutes are like, minutes is a long time. So like, I said to myself, okay, so this bitch like is really not trying to move. So I sat at the back, and literally I was just quiet like the whole trip, everything. And like, my boyfriend has the cheek to ask me, oh, where do you want to go for dinner? I'm thinking, what like, sorry, am I going to a dinner with a random stranger that I don't know, that you have not even bothered to even introduce to me? Like, nigga, where? Do you know what I mean? So I was like, no, I'm okay. Like, just drop me home, and you people can basically carry on with whatever plans you guys had, because clearly you knew I wasn't coming to stay in your house. So I'm sure you had plans with this random girl. So basically, like, he drops me home, and like, obviously I brought it up because I was like, sorry, what was that all about? Because how can I be your girlfriend, but then I'm having to sit at the back? Sorry, like, does she not know her position in this whole threesome that we've got going on, or we had going on? So anyways, that's the end of, so like, you know, I had attitude like all through for like a couple of weeks, but you know, whatever. We didn't break up or anything. We broke up for like an entirely different reason. But yeah, comment down below if you think I was wrong to like expect her to move, because at the end of the day, I'm the girlfriend. Why am I having to sit at the back of the car, in my boyfriend's car? Like, I feel like if you are the friend or whatever, you should know your position and just move. Because I haven't seen him in like, you know, like a month or two. Like, why do I have to sit at the front? Like, obviously I want to like get, you know, cozy and get acquainted with him. Do you know what I mean? How do you know that wasn't the night that he was gonna get lucky? Anyways, guys, that's the end of my story time. So comment down below if you're enjoying these story times, and if you want to hear more. There's so much more from my dating life. Honestly, there's so much more. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys, until next time, peace.